Andrew Skiles.
And I'm Ashley Hipster. You probably haven't heard of me.
Mount Rainier National Park Ranger Margaret Anderson was shot by Benjamin Barnes. A park ranger tried to pull over Barnes for a routine traffic stop. Barnes didn't stop and kept going at a fast speed towards the park's entrance. Anderson tried to create a roadblock with her car. Barnes then shot her to death and kept driving. Margaret Anderson was a Lutheran. She was the first female park ranger to be killed in the line of duty in U.S. history. She left behind a husband and 2 daughters, one 3-year-old and one 1-year-old. A Bible quote I would like to share is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. R.I.P. to Margaret Anderson, a beloved mother, park ranger, and citizen.
In Indonesia, a Facebook post caused a lot of problems. A man posted, "God doesn't exist." His punishment, he got beaten up for it. He is also facing 5 years in jail for blasphemy and may also lose his job. If someone were to post that here in America, they may be looking at a beating, but nothing past that. While some people may not believe in God, it is still not okay to make such a straightforward statement about it. You don't have to believe in everything that everyone else believes in, but you still shouldn't talk against others' beliefs. For those who believe, God is always there for you. A passage from the Bible, Isaiah 41, verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. God does not think it is okay to not believe in him, but he would also not condone beating people up. That is not the Christian way either. So while you may not believe in God, it is still not okay to say he doesn't exist. And if you do not believe, it is not okay to do physical harm to others. Phrase.
What?
You know, because word is too mainstream.
And now a special report with Jenna Scadden.
I don't like being alone.
And now short round.
There's no time for love, Dr. Jones, and I'm back!
Thanks, guy that trained Jaden Smith in Karate Kid.
That was Jackie Chan, you racist.
I liked him better in the Forbidden Kingdom.
That was Jackie Chan!
Shay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Tomorrow's weather is going to be sunny with partial clouds. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Shay, for that report.
Hey, look.
What are you doing?
Wearing your sweatshirt over your shoulders is too mainstream.
You're an idiot. And now for a special report. Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm here with Dave Jarvis of Rainbow Trail Lutheran Camp, and I'm going to interview him. What got you into outdoor ministries?
I grew up in outdoor ministry. My dad was a camp director for 22 years in Texas, Washington, and Nebraska. So it was it's the world I grew up in. But I went to the business world for 6.5 years when I got out of college before I felt the call back to outdoor ministry. Now I'm in my 24th year here. So
Okay.
yeah, it's been great.
Cool. What are some of the places where you see God at work the most?
That's a great question. Probably the 2 places I see it the most is, this sounds kind of crazy, but it's the kids that get there on Sunday that really don't want to be there. Maybe their parents made them come, but by the end of the week they've been kind of changed and transformed to being part of that community and fully accepted, and that they're super sad to leave and not be part of that community anymore. So to see that transformation. I think the other thing where I see God at work the most is in our staff and what happens in their lives even during the summer. Some that have no intentions of going into ministry, by the end of one summer they go, wow, I think God's calling me in a different direction. So I love what that is, and just to watch and get to be a part of that.
Very cool. What are some of the hardships you have seen over the years?
We don't have a lot of those. Probably the biggest one that we deal with is just the financial piece of what it is to do ministry. We all experience that if you're in ministry in any form or fashion. Our fees only cover 2/3 of what it costs to go to camp, and so the other third has to come from support of other people. And when you're in tough economic times, it's people don't have as much to share. And so that's probably been the hardest thing that we've dealt with, but God has been good in all of that as well. We've really not suffered. Our ropes course got destroyed in the wind this November, but we're really looking at that as an opportunity, not as a hardship right now. So I love the attitude of my staff. They're always looking what can be the next good thing for Rainbow Trail.
If you could be a kitchen utensil, what would you be and why?
I knew this one was coming. And I think it would be like one of those beater things that you crank, because they kind of mix it up, and I like not keeping it all the same, but kind of mixing it up a little bit. So.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Man, it's what we just got through doing, and we're about to put our staff together. It's the recruiting, going out and finding the folks that are going to serve with us the next summer. Man, anybody thinks that the church has no future, has not done what we do, both in the staff and in the campers that we get. There's rich faithfulness out there, and people that have hearts ready to serve. And if you forget that, the other parts of the year, when we hit February and start recruiting staff again, you're fully reminded of how faithful the youth of our church still are.
What is the hardest part of your job?
Telling somebody I can't hire them.
Oh.
I was just talking about that with somebody. They said, "What's the hardest thing you do?" I'm like, "Man, it's having to tell somebody no." We have about 150 people that will apply for, that we actually get applications for. We interview probably close to 200 people, and we only can have room for 60. And so you got to tell some people no, and that's not fun, because everybody thinks they have gifts, and they do have gifts to do ministry. And we have to pick what we think is going to be the best team. So
Right.
those are some of the days I think I get paid for. Most of my job I don't feel like I get paid for. It's just fun, but a few days that you get paid for to have to do the hard stuff. So.
Thanks for our intriguing report, Jenna. In other news, the local man was killed the other day when he was... I have to take this.
Really, Andrew? Kesha? Kesha is so mainstream.